Hello and welcome to Central Georgia Focus, the Ask Mayor Miller edition. I'm your host, Liz Fabian from the Center for Collaborative Journalism. As always, every month we sit down with Macon-Bibb County Mayor Lester Miller and ask your questions and questions from our journalists. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Mayor, on this Thanksgiving week. Now that Barton Mallow Builders and Sheridan Construction have been tapped as the builders for the new Macon Arena, what happens next and when do we get a cost estimate?
Well, so a lot of things happen next, and we have weekly and bi-weekly meetings that we have to go over different things about that, but we won't get any preliminary pricing until probably January, with final pricing sometime in April. We have some general estimates on the size, and we can kind of put a ballpark number, but certainly we don't talk about those publicly because we haven't made all the fine-tuned changes to those yet. So I think the next stage is going to be pricing the materials out, continue to work on the architectural designs, bringing something back to commissions of the first year to kind of look at and take a final vote sometime probably in April or May. And
since you kind of have a ballpark, have you thought about, how are we going to pay for it?
There are multiple ways to pay for it, as we talked about before. I think there's probably multiple funding sources. One thing we did a couple of months ago or a couple of meetings ago was the occupation tax, which is a $3 per room per night fee on hotels that will be getting the benefit of a new arena and convention center. Certainly that can be used for it. SPOS dollars can be used for it. Advertising dollars can be used for it. Certainly we'll probably ask the state for some money since they helped Savannah out. And we have some private investors that's going to come in and make contributions to that. So we'll have multiple stacks. And of course the arena itself will make money, and that'll be funded and put all into the debt services as well. So we're not going to build something we can't afford, but at the same time we're not going to cut corners. We want a very nice facility that's very competitive.
Of course, we've also had the groundbreaking for the new Mercer School of Medicine. When will we see what the rest of that development will look like? What are the stages with that?
I think we're looking at breaking ground, officially breaking ground with that next summer. So we have a lot on the books next year in 2026. This summer we're going to be breaking ground on 2 or 3 projects. So I think you'll see some renditions and some other things come on board in the next several months, along with the new hotel convention center, the development agreement, and things of that nature. So everything's going to be happening around the same time, 2026, 2027. We'll see things start to come out of the ground.
And of course, we've seen the renderings for the medical school. It kind of pays homage to the main campus over there with the turrets and such, the buildings. So do you think all of that will sort of be in the same style of architecture, one to make it look like one huge development from the Civic Center Hotel all the way across the street to the other hotels and the medical school?
I think you'll have different styles involved. It's hard to feature a hotel and residential and a parking deck, but of course it's all going to look nice. Convention center too, you have private developers that are part and parcel of that process, so certainly they'll have a lot of say in how it looks and how it feels, and we'll have some public engagement as well. So I think you'll see something that looks very consistent, very nice, but everything very distinct from each other.
And I know another one of those projects we've kind of been dancing around a little bit is the Macon Health Club, and we're coming toward the end of the year when your contractual agreement will let y'all start planning and moving into that building. So you probably can't tell us exactly what you have planned, but can you give us a timeline for that project as well?
Well, it's very interesting that I've had 3 questions like that in the last 4 or 5 days. So we go 10 months, not a single question, and all of a sudden everybody wants to know, what about the Macon Health Club? Well, as you know, we have Rosa Parks Square nearing completion. We're very excited about that, Hotel 45 and the Otis Redding Museum. Certainly that piece of the puzzle that we've been wanting to kind of figure out is the old health club, civic club, whatever you want to call it. I think you're still going to see some mixed-use development there, mixed use of being probably a hotel combined with maybe some offices there as well, or residential across the street, and then trying to preserve a large part of the health club to be exactly what it used to be, a health club. So we're going to see how much of that we can save. I'm very interested in, got in there this past week to take a look at it again. We still have to get the final keys and get the OKs from the atrium that was there before, but we got a lot of interest in it, and we've got a lot of working going on behind the scenes with Urban Development Authority and Newtown Macon and Macon-Bibb County, and look forward to putting something out there in the general public probably in the next 90 to 180 days.
I know someone I know was very curious about the furniture that used to be up there in the old City Club. Is that still furnished up there? Would y'all be, or is it all kind of an empty space?
No, it's pretty much an empty space. You should have some kitchen equipment there and a few odds and ends, but architecture itself is very sound. The bones are very sound. As you know, if you leave a place abandoned long enough, the carpet and the wood and things like that start to deteriorate. But I think someone with a vision can get in and do a great job, and I think we've got somebody in mind for that. But I think in 90, 180 days, we'll have a lot clearer picture of what's going to go there, and we'll look at the financials on that as well.
And is that a 3-story building? I mean, proper from the street, and then the downstairs where the pool was and such?
3 to 5 stories, all in told. So I think you've got another building that attaches to it that's good 4 stories there. And the building across the street's about 7 or 8 stories.
So you got all kinds of stuff going on. Now, River Edge's Community Service Board met recently and did not discuss their new headquarters building while in open session. They did go into executive session. So are you still expecting them to move from their Emory Highway location in the first quarter of 2026?
I'm not sure about the first quarter. I think they're still building now. They have a recent plan that they're approving to move some offices into a different location. But I think sometime in 2026, they'll be vacating the Emory Highway property. Will be just in time for other projects that we have possibly coming on board there in the next 12 months or so. So I think, yeah, they're definitely moving. Probably won't be first quarter. We give them a little extension on that, but they're a good partner of ours, and we like to collaborate as much as possible. So we'll let them stay there a little bit longer until we have to demo the building, and certainly they're well aware of that.
And speaking of partnerships, y'all did approve financing for 2 community group homes over there by Middle Georgia State with River Edge.
That's correct. It's something that they're very good about doing. They get funds from the state. They'll also pass through funds for us, and we want to make sure we do our part being a good community partner.
Now, do you also have any tentative dates for the construction of the new executive terminal? I know there's also been a groundbreaking out there, and have any kind of looking on the horizon as to when that might be complete?
The end of 2026, the first quarter of 2027, we'll be doing a final ribbon cutting and opening up the doors for business on that location. So we're excited about that. It took us a while to get that thing done and move all the electrical there, but I'm happy to say that dirt is moving out there as well as the runway too. Went out there and there's dirt being moved in large volumes there to make sure we're able to lengthen that runway to bring people into the airport. And it's going to be great for economic development, maintenance, repair operations, and also talking to a couple of new airlines. So we're very excited about what's in the future there.
Are you looking at my paper? Because it says the county is contracted with Signal Aviation Consulting to market the airport. So what is the process of trying to get some more flights?
Well, I mean, it's a process that we've been going through since I got here, but basically we have to look at the general, we have to be ready to go. We have to be shovel ready to go, expand the runway, make sure we do proper marketing, make sure we beautify things, make sure we've got good marketing there, make sure we got all the infrastructure there necessary, and make sure we're on good financial footing. All those boxes have been checked. The pilots has really been the problem, having a pilot shortage nationally. Of course, the economic environment that we've been in with the government being shut down for a while kind of put us behind on some things, but we're doing everything we can behind the scenes so the day we get that contract that's going to be with a company that can provide the service that we want to do, we're able to sign that and able to move forward as quickly as possible. And I think there's a couple of them out there that we can deal with.
Now, also, Signal Aviation is doing some, like, kind of looking at where people from Macon travel, right? That's part of the analytics that they're doing? Yeah,
we want to know where, most people either drive by Macon, it could be flying to another location. So just like we did before with the Fort Lauderdale situation, we know a lot of people are going there for cruise ships and for vacation down in Florida. There's a lot of people who go up to New York. I think New York is a potential destination in the future. I think Charlotte's another destination that you can travel directly to anywhere in the United States and abroad. So we have multiple things going on there, and also some cargo that will be coming into our airport there to make additional funds for our citizens.
There'll probably be a lot of candidates flying in next year because we're going into the gubernatorial race. So how do you choose whom you will support in the governor's race?
That's a great question. First of all, I always like to pick a winner, right? So I want to make sure somebody has got some experience, got the capability of winning, but someone that speaks to just the average local citizens. A lot of people vote with their pocketbooks, and I'm one of those people who want to make sure we have somebody there that's doing a good job, being fiscally responsible, also doesn't kind of get in everybody's business as much. I'm very much a moderate when it comes to social issues, but I do think we have to have somebody there that's fiscally responsible, that's concerned about the economics that we live into, and I think most people would tend to agree with that. So we'll see what happens in 2026.
Well, we'll see what happens when we come back after break, when we talk more about economic development and some social issues. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Ask Mayor Miller on Central Georgia Focus. Now, the 2025 SPLOST collections have started coming in, and you've already borrowed like $75 million in bonds for the road paving and some other projects. So when will the budget be set for the remaining $375 million?
We borrowed, actually got advanced $50 million
$50 million,
total.
okay.
And we're spending that through various projects. As you can see, we've got the jail moving along nicely as far as we'll be selecting a construction manager for that. We have a courthouse coming on board, some changes there that we'll be selecting a construction manager on that in the next month. And we continue to do our roads. The roads have been very successful so far. I think we've got about 15 to 16 years of roads already out there ready to take care of, and we'll do the rest the first of next year. The budget for that will determine, after we look at the arena and the convention center, the cost that those may go into a splice, and also these final road costs. We have some list of that we've got from commissioners and various folks, and of course everything that's in that it was in the ballot language itself will be addressed. You know, whether that's corrections from the Sheriff's Department, Fire Department, Parks and Recreation. You've seen we've done some things there, as well as Parks and Beautification. So all those boxes are being touched. Probably a final budget will not be completed until sometime April or May, but you'll see a couple of budgets come up as we utilize funds and have projects there to kind of put things in way, because we have to set a budget out there first before we appropriate funds.
Well, we have some questions from Ms. Ronalda Scott. She wants to know, how will you expand affordable housing and address rising rents and make sure that the SPLOST and general fund money reaches the neighborhoods that are more impacted by blight and unsafe living conditions?
Well, I will say that we're already doing all that. So a lot of people just need to get better educated on the process to see that we invested $7.5 million into affordable housing. It's a revolving fund. It's targeted certain areas in the census tract where people are the most impoverished, the most vulnerable, allows them to get low interest loans for 4.25% to build houses that are affordable to people. And also we use down payment assistance programs that we have out there. The school system is looking at some of those. We looked at some. We have a rubric in affordable housing that's doing the same thing. Same project we're doing over there in Pleasant Hill. As you enter on Monroe there, we got 74 residences, 64 to 74 coming there. Bloomfield has some coming there. Houston Avenue has several hundred over there. So we're going to continue to do things that we're doing with this. But if you look at Macon-Bibb County, the amount of money that we put in the Affordable Housing Fund and the amount of opportunities we have there, we're exceeding pro rata like those in Atlanta would do for the same type of money. So we're very happy where we're at. Not a lot of work to do, but it's getting to the people. That's the most important part that we know of. Because of our blight program, people are turning over houses, and because of the number of permits that we see out there, we know there's a lot of single family homes that are being built out there. As far as rent controls, we can't control that, as you know, with the local government. What we can do is make it as affordable as possible through having the revolving loan fund, down payment assistance, and things of that nature to make sure we're working together with our Macon Housing Authority to make sure people can afford the houses, just like we do coming out of Brookdale.
Recently, we've had 4 young men arrested after a shootout near the Kroger on Tom Hill and North Side, and we've had some other teens wounded or killed in recent months. Ms. Scott asked, beyond the policing, what investments are being made in the youth programs, the mentorship and community-based prevention, and that will give youth pathways to success? I know you keep putting out Macon violence prevention type programs.
Like I said, if anybody's watching all the work that we're doing right now, you'll see that we've already doing this in every day. People only think about it when something like that happens, some unfortunate shooting happens. 365 days a year we're doing that. Over 40-something separate local organizations we have funded to help Macon violence prevention. We're providing recreation department, tutoring, mentorship, music, sports. I mean, I can go on and on for hours and hours on all the things we're doing on there. Just get plugged in. You know, don't believe the hype that people say nothing's happening out there. Listen to what we're doing. We'll tell you what we're doing. Follow Chris Ford and our information that we get out in the hub each and every time to see opportunities you can have too to get involved. So I'm satisfied that we're doing what we can do to make sure that we get the word out there. People are getting help. It's always unfortunate when we have youth and we go through this little wave and an uptick there, but really we do this 365. We're still down 65% in homicides where we were just 2 or 3 years ago. We're headed in the right direction. Certainly we've got to address these things when they pop up, and we've done that. Fortunately, no one was seriously hurt in that incident, and also the sheriff was able to arrest someone, which shows that we had the necessary resources in the area at the time that it happened, and they made the arrest, and those folks will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law.
Now, there had been rumblings in the past about maybe creating a Metro Police Department. Are you considering that at all?
I don't know if I'm considering it at all. We're never going to rule it out. I think there are some questions that we'll have out there whether or not we should have make a police department as far as traffic enforcement. Most of the time we hear people want, you know, they want to have some traffic enforcement, people running their red lights and things of that nature, speeding through neighborhoods, making a less safe environment, and also better response times. We talked to the sheriff about those. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point in time we did a study to see what it would cost to create a smaller unit like that. Nothing's been filed yet, but I know that there's been some discussion about that.
Anything new with code enforcement other than redesigning their headquarters?
Well, we have to not just redesign the headquarters, we're expanding the headquarters, so we're going to hire more code enforcement. They've done a good job. We've had a good ability to hire them. So we're going to be expanding the area at City Hall to allow us to hire more code enforcement officers. Also go to longer times of operation. Maybe get off at 8 o'clock in the first phase. The next phase we'll have a couple of shifts. So people gotten real good about doing some things that code enforcement tries to prevent from happening from 9 to 5, but they start at 6 or 7 o'clock. They start getting back out there and doing some of those things. So we're going to expand our patrol as well, and we'll eventually go to weekends as well as at least have 2 shifts.
There's probably, what, around 24 code enforcement officers now? How many do you think you'll have at the end of the inspection?
I don't think we have 24 now, but we probably have, and when I say code enforcement, I'm talking about the type that have are sworn in deputies, sworn in. There's probably 10 or 12 of those that are sworn in, and we have some administrative staff, and we got some code enforcement officers who don't have arrest powers. They're not sworn in under the sheriff. So I expect we could probably get up to 30, 35.
Now, in a recent Homeless Coalition meeting, Sister Deborah at Daybreak says that she called a rogue group of unhoused folks that are camping next to Daybreak. They've been told to move on. They don't move on. Are you aware of that, and what can be done about that?
Well, I saw the article. The first thing is we're going to be addressing that. As you recall, we'll have a bid that's going out for the entire reimagining of that district right there. So from MLK to the Carolyn Creighton Park, you'll have a new renovation there. The property that we bought there, underneath the bridge there, we're in discussions with GDOT on what we can do to secure that. She called it rogue. That's not my language, but still, Thanksgiving and Christmas is not the time to be moving people all the time, and certainly we're going to address that issue, and I expect us to address that as soon as the holidays is over. We're still providing resources to them. We're still trying to mentor them. We're still making it available for them to go to our shelters, including Brookdale, Salvation Army, etc. We just ask for people, I know you want to be kind, I know you want to be compassionate, but you're only enabling. If you come up in the back of your truck and you start giving food out and jackets out, you're only part of the problem and not part of the solution. We have a lot of people that are doing that work, and we don't want to duplicate those, but we want to do it in a proper manner as well. So we don't encourage people and we don't enable them to stay on the streets and try to get the help that they need. So I think you'll see something happen in that. We have a plan that's going to hopefully be ready by March, completed by March. So we're going to be very aggressive on that, and you'll see that happening probably in the next 30, 45 days.
Stay with us because we'll talk more about social issues and get into the holiday spirit. Don't go away. Thank you for staying with us. On the topic of homelessness, the United Ways United to End Homelessness program, the grant run out, and I understand that the county's now contracting with the Reverend Jake Hall's new company to provide services and data and all kinds of counts and such. So what are you expecting out of that?
Just continue to do the great things we're doing now to help people out. We're going to probably add something to that. Through our program that we have at the jail, we need to make sure that we've got someone, when someone gets out that may be experiencing homelessness that's in jail, that we can hook them up with services. That sometimes that means a direct ride to a location like Brookdale or someone's house or the medical facility or River's Edge for mental health treatment. So he'll help do with that. He can continue to get out for these encampments and do some resource outreach along with his team. We had a gap that we need to fill there, and we're doing that through March, but we want to tie that to the whole plan. We're also doing this in conjunction with a program that they're doing downtown through the bid downtown with Newtown Macon, and the monies that we have down there that people basically paid an additional tax for themselves downtown to make sure we address those issues there, that we're tackling those folks that may be chronic homeless or those folks that may need some additional assistance and have a more relationship there, so we can build a stronger community together.
We talked about affordable housing, but LJ Malone would like to know what's being done to reduce the 25% poverty level in the county.
Well, once again, that's another one of those questions. Every single thing we do, when we collaborate with the school system to help them pass an e-splash, to give them money for truancy, but for me stepping forward, they wouldn't have the truancy officer. One of LJ's good friends, Dominic Johnson, who we work with in Cure Violence, is leading that effort. That's all because I stepped forward and said, we're going to do what's right for our community to do that. You can't educate a student. It's like doing the College and Career Academy over there and doing a manufacturing pathway that we're working on with Cassandra Washington over there to give good quality education. It's working out there at the airport to create good, viable jobs for people. It's stepping up when people need something as simple as food insecurity by making funds available to do that. It's a co-op that we're looking to do over there in Pleasant Hill, entry into that. It's the food drive we had, $150,000 we gave for that. It's helping those people that are victims of crimes and having the $50,000 we stepped in to do that. Everything we do each and every day is to help the less unfortunate that we have. Poverty rates in Bibb County, we believe, are going down, but it's going to take a while. When you have a minority company, a county, and the poverty rate that we've had for such a long time here, and you basically insert COVID, it's hard to recover. When you have some educational challenges we have here and you insert COVID, it's hard to recover from that. So we had a minor setback during COVID. Things are going a little bit better now. We're going to continue to do that. The affordable housing that we talked about earlier, it's going to allow us to do, the fund is going to allow us to get to those people who need those services, and we're going to continue to do what we do each and every day to make sure people are addressed. But the best way to do that is level the playing field, is to provide a great education, good quality jobs, the 1,500 new jobs that we've done, the $1.2 billion in investment that we brought in through our industrial authority in the last year. That's the way you lift people out of poverty, taking care of those types of issues, opening up doors and removing barriers, and that's what we continue to do.
You and the First Lady of Macon traveled with the Industrial Authority to Japan. What were some of your takeaways from that trip?
Some of my takeaways are they're a very clean community. I wish we were as clean as they were. If we had the Keep Macon-Bibb Beautiful of Japan, we wouldn't need garbage cans, right? I mean, they did a great job changing the culture. But also, one of the most fruitful things we have is we were there with the governor. We were able to have some good business contacts with companies that we knew about but really didn't have the relationship with. So it's going to be very fruitful. Some things that we did there, if you look at some of our agenda items coming up and came up right away, you'll see we had to buy some more property, right?
Right.
Buying new property means more businesses are coming, better jobs are coming, they're on the way. However, it takes a while to do that. A lot of these industrial places we have now, they've been in the works for 8 or 10 years. So those relationships matter. YKK matters, YKK AP Products matters. And because of those relationships, because of going on that trip, we learn more things about their culture and about their businesses. Macon-Bibb County is going to be better off because of it.
Your sneaker ball's coming up again. Tell us what's on tap and how you'll use the money.
Well, we always use that to give scholarships to people in Macon. Talking about lifting people out of poverty, one way to do that is provide some scholarships for them to be able to go to a school of their choosing. I think that's important. We want to have a lot of fun, right? We want to bring a cross-section of all of our community together, make it very affordable for everybody to have a great time. We want that party to look like our community, and it does. People have fun. They forget about all this partisan politics. They forget about where they live, where they work, where they go to school at. It's just about good old, clean fun that we have there, and a lot of love goes on there. So we're very excited about that. It's going to be a great, December 13th is going to be a great time. Still time to get your tickets there. Tables are still available. We're going to have a great time, and people are going to really come together and network there, which makes everything a lot more special for me.
Well, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, not a question, but Phil Dalton doesn't have anything to ask. He just wanted you to know that he and others he talks to agree that you are the best mayor Macon-Bibb has ever had. And he said he just wanted you to know and to keep up the good work.
Well, I say thank you, Phil, and I appreciate the love. It's not always like that, but certainly I won't ever say I'm the best mayor, but I'm certainly the only and best mayor right now. So everybody does their part, and I'm just happy to be able to do my small part.
Well, we are very appreciative of you taking time out each month to sit down and answer the public's questions. And we remind you, make it your New Year's resolution to get involved with Ask Mayor Miller, or at least for the holidays. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.